Usapan natin yung kay Harry Roque, si former human rights lawyer Harry Roque, na talagang pinagmamalaki yung kanyang pag-iikot diyan sa Austria, no. Kasi base sa previous conversation natin, meron siyang level of protection habang pending yung kanyang application for political asylum. Hindi siya pwedeng galawin, tama technically. Pero meron pa ba ibang paraan? I mean, let's say, iklian noong pabilisin
Right.
ng Austria yung proseso sa kanyang political asylum application para mapauwi siya rito. I mean, talk to us about these scenarios as well. Kasi ang impression
Right.
ng marami, hanggat hindi tapos yung proseso, baka abutin niya ng tatlong taon, talagang mag-iikot dyan si Harry Roque.
Which is apparently what he's doing. Yun na yung
Yeah.
naririnig ko.
Mm.
Well, two things. The first thing is legal maximalization here. I-maximize ng Austrian government kasi hindi din naman sila tanga, di ba? Hindi naman sila pinanganak kahapon. Google lang nila kung sino si Harry. Makikita
Mm.
nila kung ano yung case about him, ano yung commentary about that. They can take it for what it is, whatever, however they like. Pero syempre, mapapaisip sila. Mapapatingin sila. They can do a second look at the case. And sasabihin natin, kung gusto nilang pabilisin ito, ang masasabi ko lang, kailangan gamitin ng Austria yung legal maximum nila in terms of expediting it. But not so much na talagang nagsiskip na ng mga steps and procedures because Mr. Roque still has entitlements under the law for due process. Kailangan masundan yung procedures and proseso ng Austria mismo. So otherwise, kung gagawin ito let's say, i-railroad ito ng Austrian government, ang problema dito, merong recourse si Mr. Roque through the European Court of Justice. Because may second layer of defense ang mga nasa European Union and most Europe really, including Turkey, including Switzerland, the United Kingdom, which are not part of the European Union. In other words, meron siyang bagong korte na pwedeng buksan at bagong pampabagal sa proseso. So ibig sabihin, kailangan mabusisi at sigurado. Yung sinasabi nga nila Ombudsman Remulla na kailangan kapag nilatag yung kaso, kailangan, alam mo yun, airtight siya. Kasi kung hindi, magkakaproblema ito from a technicality perspective.
Okay, ibig sabihin kung ako si Harry Roque at kung ang goal ko ay patagalin yung proseso at intayin kong maging presidente si Sara Duterte, mukhang pasok na pasok yung timeline na yon. Kung talagang pakahabain ko, i-exhaust ko lahat ng means dyan. Tama?
Sadly, kasi may naririnig din tayong mga commentary na, pwede namang aregluhin yan with the governments. Hindi ganun kasimple. Pwedeng aregluhin in a sense na baka pwede nyo namang i-maximize yung proseso ninyo na following the procedural rights of an accused or an asylum seeker in this particular case, nag-guarantee pa rin yung rights, pero pwedeng mas mabilis. And remember, when we last discussed Mr. Roque, I noted na Austria, after the Syrian refugee crisis, they passed a law to have a mechanism na yung mga weaker claims or certain types of claims for refugee or asylum, asylum in Austria, can be processed quicker, for example. So, alambawa, kung on its face, prima facie na malinaw na hindi naman ito pasok doon sa convention refugee or klaro naman yung ebidensya sa, face level reading of it na hindi naman talaga strong ito, hindi naman siya persecution but rather prosecution ang nangyayari, pwede nilang ilagay sa fast lane, 'di ba? Kasi napag-usapan natin sa Netherlands, may dalawa yan may expedited procedure, merong procedure na normal. So Austria has the same. So in theory, kung ilalagay siya dun sa expedited lanes, hindi ko lang masasabi kung gaano katagal. I haven't looked into it. I can look into it. But it takes a while pa rin, even if nasa expedited lane siya. But they need to be careful. And I understand why it's taking time. Kasi kapag na-technical sila dyan, it opens up many more avenues for Mr. Roque to delay it further, which I think is his game plan anyway.
Hirap hulaan no? Pero hindi naman siyempre tanga si Harry Roque.
Correct. And the problem here, Christian,
alam niya ginagawa niya.
Yeah, the problem here, like with Mr. Ko, scant details. And ang mas malaking problema kay Mr. Roque is the source of truth or facts here in this case is siya. Kasi nga, yung di naman pwedeng ilabas ng Austrian government yung detalye ng kanyang asylum claim. So, kung ano yung source of truth, tingnan natin kung ano yung pollution level.
Oo. So basically, in this case, nakokontrol niya yung narratibo kasi siya naglalabas ng detalye depending on which particular detail would suit him. Ito, very final na, no? Kasi si Harry Roque rin, Ang claim niya ay fake news daw yung balitang inaresto itong si Zaldico dyan sa Czech Republic. Ano ba yung tamang term dyan? Based on what we know.
Ano yung
Arrest,
tamang term sa
detained.
arrest? I think it's, in this case, he's detained. Kasi wala namang warrant, di ba? Wala naman siyang ongoing crime in the European Union. And in immigration parlance, we don't say arrest, we say detention.
Okay, so
So,
detained.
maybe he's just splitting hairs at this point. Wala na nga akong buhok, paano pa ako magsisplit? So, dediretsuhin ko kayo. Detention ito, hindi to necessarily arrest. Maaring tama siya, but come on, tomato, tomato.